big jobs, but the stress was too much. It was time to escape. So, they packed their bags, got on a plane, and flew to Spain. Welcome to Ricky and Brenda's The Great Escape.
Hello channel, and welcome back to The Great Escape. As you all know, this is Ricky and Brenda, and we were in France recently, in Paris. So we recently got back, just a couple of days ago, back to what we call now home here in Granada. Let me show you where we are at. Probably one of the main plazas here. So Brenda and I wanted just to kind of share about the trip and the highlights, do's and don'ts. What will be first? With me, if I don't say the things right away, it won't take long before I forget all about it. So where should we start?
I guess the good time to go is to say September, October is like a good time to go if it's not too crowded, which we found that to be true. It wasn't too crowded, right?
No.
Only in one place, I think in that
Nostradamus.
That one was, I think, the crowdest out of all of them.
Yeah.
I feel, and it wasn't too bad. So I think September's a good day. The only thing is it was, I don't know if it was because the week that we went. So we went towards the end of September for my birthday, but it was cold.
Define cold, because remember, we got all kinds of folks.
I mean, it was in the 40s.
So to a lot of people, that's like,
well, 40s, raining or drizzling. It wasn't raining every day.
it wasn't comfortable.
Well, it rained a little bit. Like it drizzled a little bit throughout the day. The worst day was my actual birthday. The rain almost all day, and it was freezing. They actually said it had been a very long time for that 40 years that it had gotten that cold and that particular day.
Yeah, we were
in
scheduled.
September, so
we were scheduled to do a boat thing on one of the rivers there, and we couldn't do it.
no, I was just like, let's just go to the hotel. It was freezing. So speaking of hotels, that's another thing. Here, they control the AC. So like if it's cold outside, they'll turn the AC into heat.
Yeah.
So one day Ricky was trying to put the AC on, and it was on heat. So he goes downstairs like, it's on heat, I can't take it off. He's like, no, they do that for the whole building.
Yeah, and he
So
said,
it's
I can't do anything. The button's already switched over. I don't have control over that panel.
And it's because it was
hot. Luckily, that room had a window that I could just open it, and it you know.
Yeah, so we slept with the window open that day.
Yeah,
Right?
we did 2 nights. The last 2 nights. But also, since we're on this hotel subject,
it's really small, but it's like I don't know. I compare Paris to New York.
Yeah.
That's how it felt to me.
yeah,
So it's like New York. The rooms are tiny. You know, you have a very small room, small bathroom, and other than that, the places we visit was nice.
yeah.
Coming from Spain, being in Spain and then going to Paris, I mean, I found, like, everyone has their own taste, but in my opinion, I was not a fan of the food. It was pricey, and compared to the food in Spain, it was not, it wasn't good, for me, at least.
Same here.
We also went to the markets, because we bought stuff. There was days that we rather go to the markets and buy stuff and take it to the room than actually sitting in a cafe and eating.
Yeah. That was good. We found some good cheeses.
Yeah, cheeses were good.
Salami, like those type of
chorizo, salamis,
yeah.
stuff like that. That was good. Now, their croissants, amazing, and their pastries. The pastries are really good.
And the crepes.
And the crepes.
We walked.
If you watch some of our videos, you'll see the places to go for them. The best croissant. I mean, we tried croissants in different places. The place that our tour guide recommended, honestly, was the best. It was like $1.30 or euros, 1.30, and it was.
And we did
huge.
try them in a few
and they were
places.
big too. Those the crepes that they recommend, the place that we went to. Oh my God, it was amazing. We have pictures and you put the name of the place in our videos.
Some of our Paris videos. But one thing that I'm pretty sure I speak for both of us. When you're planning a trip anywhere, because Brenda's kind of like in charge of that department, and it's overwhelming, you know, trying to book hotels and then transportation and then flights and then you don't know where to go and this and that. We found through a local friend an agency, a travel agency, and we decided to
just do it that way. And I compared. I compared everything that he gave me. I went and did it individually on my own just to see if it would save money doing it on my own or going through them. And it came out to be pretty much the same. And it just takes away all the headaches.
A lot easier.
Them do it. That's their job. That's what they do. So they know exactly.
They know the areas because they've been there.
The areas and things to avoid and the must-sees, stuff like that. So it's easier to do it. For me, at least, it was easier to do it that way. Plus, money-wise, it was pretty much the same. So
even cheaper, maybe.
Right.
Doing it on your own.
Right.
And then they book the tours for you, like they buy the tickets and all that.
So everything was done for us. We just if you book, everything was done.
Yeah.
He planned every single day.
He even offered to do the pre-checking and everything. She ended up doing it, but he said, I can do it for you if you want.
The tours are not for everyone. There's some tours that I like. Some. I mean, we had a free tour scheduled.
And that turned out
that's another thing. And that's another thing that he'll get you the free tours, so that you just paying them whatever you desire. You wish to give them at the end. Right. But we had one scheduled for this one area that we Montserrat. It was the artist district. We ended up going there early, so we just did it ourselves. But the thing with that is that you do miss little areas that the tour guide probably would have taken us if we would have done it with them. Right. So,
but then on the other side.
And then the other side, the one place that we loved the most of Paris was Versailles.
The garden.
The garden is amazing. The whole place was really nice, but we went with the tour guide, and it's a time thing. So we really didn't have a lot of time to explore the garden, which is was the most beautiful at least for us, because that's what we like. Yeah. So we spent most of the time inside the little.
In the castle.
In the castle, more than we did outside.
Yeah, because the whole tour was like 3.5 hours, and we only got like 30 minutes at the end. He sent us some, said, you guys on your own, go check out the garden, but 30 minutes, it's not enough.
It wasn't enough for us. And I would have loved to explore more the gardens, but even our travel agent guy said that he had a lot of complaints because he would book the 7-hour one instead of the 4, and people were complaining that was too much time. But it could be that just they don't like that part of it. They only like the museum and the castle part of it, and not so much the garden. And for us, it was the opposite. So those are little things to consider.
Because they do have that option where you can do a half day or a full day.
Or a full day.
We didn't. They only had that half day for that day.
Right.
But
because we planned it, like we literally went into the office.
She tricked me.
We went on a Friday to the office and said, "Hey, we want to go.
Well, no,
I wanted to go somewhere."
The day before, we met at the gym where we go. We met the owner of the travel agency, and I'm thinking, so we got the next day.
Friday. Right. Well, that was a Friday when we met her. So we went the next day. I think it was Saturday then.
Right. And I'm thinking we're just gonna talk, and get information.
And we went there, we're like, well, we want to go somewhere for my birthday. Like, I originally wanted to go to Greece. But he looked at the price and stuff. He goes, listen, for the price, I think it's best for you guys to go to Paris because it's less money. It's
because of the time that we're in right now.
Because of the time,
Yeah.
right? He goes, I will leave Greece for like March. March is also off season and it's less busy and
Less
you
money.
enjoy it more.
Yeah.
But so we ended up going. But anyways, that was the thing is that we did that on a Saturday, and we left that Monday.
So
it was like
just a couple of days.
we didn't even.
No.
It was just like walking there. Okay, let's go.
But that's how we are.
But now we're planning another trip, this time to Italy. But we're giving ourselves at least 3 weeks to actually like sit down and look at the places that he's recommending and seeing what we really want to see.
We couldn't have done it that quickly without their help.
Right.
Because it would have been a disaster.
Right.
It worked out well. I mean, we haven't complained.
Well.
The only complaint, the don'ts that I can think of right off the top of my head right now, it's because we live in Granada. We had to fly out of Malaga, which is about an hour and a half from here. And the way everything ended, we ended up having to book a hotel before we left in Malaga, so that was an extra expense. And then on our way back, we made the mistake of coming back from Paris too late. We got here at 11 o'clock p.m. and so we had to stay because we wouldn't have found any transportation from Malaga to here at that hour. So consider that too. You don't want to really do that if you don't have to.
Now for Italy, I think we're planning, because we haven't gone to Barcelona. It's another place we want to see. So we're debating to, instead of flying out of Malaga, flying out of Barcelona, so we could spend a day or two in Barcelona before we actually fly out to Italy, so that we can see Barcelona. So we'll see. We'll figure out how that's gonna play out. But the point of it is, once he gives us his recommendations, I think it's good to research and see what it is that you like, because if we would have, like the whole Versailles thing, we did the research, we probably were like, okay, well, we want to spend more time in the garden, so let's take the full day instead of the half day kind of thing.
And it's kind of difficult because it's one of those things that not until you actually there, you're like, oh wait, wow, this is so beautiful, we like this, and then you realize, oh, but we don't have a lot of time. It happens.
And we also didn't even look at what the weather was gonna look like for that week. Like it did say it was that. Unfortunately, the week that we went, it was gonna rain almost every day. We didn't even look at that.
It was
so
Fashion Week in Paris too, so they were about to get really busy. And something about sports.
There was a sports thing that was going on.
Soccer or something.
It was also going to be. So apparently, it was even busier than normally at that time. And I still found it very comfortable. Not a lot of crowds. It was easy to walk around.
Yeah.
I think it was a really, really good time. I was telling Ricky, if we would go in a busy season, I would not have liked it.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was too crowded. But the timing when it was good, the weather, again, if it wasn't raining and it wasn't, I think the rain is what made it feel even colder.
Yeah.
But I would prefer to go at this time than in the heat, because you're walking a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't think I would have been able to do all that walking in the heat.
That's all we did. We were out for like 10, 12 hours and we just walk.
For example, that place we found, the crepes place, it was an hour from our hotel to there to that place,
then another one back.
and then an hour to obviously walking back. But because it wasn't hot, it was cold, it was enjoyable.
Yeah.
There's so much to see.
I messed up my knee in the process, but it was all right.
Because you walked too much.
Yeah, I walked. But no complaints, because it's you, especially for us, we never been, so you always, you're looking around and your brain is so entertained that you don't realize how much you're walking.
And I don't know, and as far as the food, maybe if you go to a culinary or what do you call those Michelin restaurants, and you're gonna spend
High-end.
$300 or $400, the food is probably gonna be amazing. But
Right.
that's not us.
Yeah.
Like, I like trying
A little bit here and there.
and places where it's
More
like,
local.
Yeah, more local. So that's why we went into those markets.
And recommendations are the best.
Yeah.
But
And honestly, we were more impressed with the crepes. We loved that more than actually where all the cafes we sat down and ate.
because for me, crepes, you know, and coming from the States, crepes to me is it's a dessert or breakfast type of thing.
Well, they have both sweet or savory.
Yeah,
But he
the
never
savory.
had tried
I've
the
never
savory.
had though. I didn't have a clue that existed.
And
But
it
yeah, it
was
was
really
amazing.
good.
You know, they got
There
lettuce,
was-
tomato, all kinds of good
There
stuff.
was one restaurant we went to close to the hotel that we had pizza.
The pizza
It
was good.
really
It
good.
was really good.
Um,
But you know, you would think simple things that are staple of France, like French onion soup. You would think everywhere you go, you're gonna have amazing French onion soup.
It was not the
necessarily.
case.
We went to one place that was great, but the first place that we went to have it, so disappointed.
and it's hard for me because I'm spoiled because Ricky's a chef,
Yeah.
and like his French onion soup is a million times better than all the French
The ones
onion
we
soup we
had.
tried in France.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know, but again, it may be a different experience for other people. Let us know what your experience is with the food. Again, the pastries, croissants, amazing.
Yeah, the city itself is just so beautiful. It's, you know, there's areas that you are like, wow, you know, like it's like another world. Especially when we were walking, and then all of a sudden there was this one area that you just went in a corner, and boom, there it was, the Eiffel Tower, and that thing. To me, I was so impressed by it.
I think that was Ricky's highlight was the
Yeah.
Eiffel Tower.
In fact, coming back, this other guy who was, you could tell he was a tourist, he said the same thing. He goes like, whoa! Because it's you know, it's impressive to us. And then at night, you know, I think it's once it gets dark, the
When the
lights in the
lights are
tower goes on and off. That was very nice. So Paris is true. It is a city of love and romance. So you know, it's ideal for that honeymoon, that kind of thing. We just, you know, just because like me, that I love my wife so much, I took her there for her birthday. But honestly, I think we both feel the same way. Will we go back to Paris? Maybe, but more than likely not, because it's just on the bucket list. We wanted to do it. We did it. No regrets. We had a great time. We liked Paris, but that's it. We did it. Right?
As far as the transportations, like we didn't take taxis, we didn't take the metro to Paris. So
They're not cheap.
we can't talk about that experience because we didn't do it. We just walked everywhere.
True. But we did take, well, just from the airport,
The taxi from the airport. Yeah,
from the
but
hotel
that's
to the
it.
airport. I think it was like $50.
$55 from
$55,
the one way.
and it was like a 25-30 minute drive. Well, I thought that was like, you know, a little steep, but what else? The people were nice, you know.
Yeah, we
listen,
didn't have any problems.
coming from the States, that people say things about the French, this and that. I did not experience anything like that. French people are very nice, very courteous. You know, even if those who didn't speak English, they you know, they were again very nice about it, and we had no issues.
A tip that the tour guide told us was, if you go to a cafe and you just want coffee and croissant, just go to the bar and ask for the coffee to go in the croissant, because it's half the price than if you sit down. If you sit down, like, your coffee will be $3. If you get it at the bar, it's $1.30. So it's a huge, you know, it's a difference.
Yeah.
We didn't know that. So that's one thing he told us. Just go to the bar and say you know, you're just gonna get it to go. Even if you stand in the bar and eat it there, but the price is significantly less than if you sat down at the table.
And they do here in Spain. We're not used to giving tips. It's like, you know, contrary to the States.
Yeah.
But in
Customary. But there they do. Some places actually ask you.
they will you say,
They're like,
oh, so you
how much you
tip.
leaving for tip?
Yeah, how much you leaving for tip?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and it's again for people that come from the state, they're not gonna. That's normal.
Yes,
They're gonna tip. I mean, they don't expect a tip like you would in the States. It's just a couple of euros and that's it.
Yeah.
So it's not no 20% or anything like that.
Right.
Some cafes, they say that they added already in there.
So look
just
at the
make
bill.
sure you look at the receipt.
Yeah.
Some is added and they don't say it.
Yeah. And like I said in the other video, she also mentioned it. Rooms are really small. They do have, at least the one we stayed at, they have a little fridge. But yeah, we just wanted to focus on our experience in Paris.
We didn't experience any of that pickpocketing or anything like that. But again, we didn't take the metro, which they say that's normally where it happens.
And we weren't doing this either. No bags. Well, you had your little thing.
I have my
didn't you?
bag, yeah. No,
Brenda
well,
always-
I bought that little first thing. But that was it.
Yeah.
No, we didn't take any.
And I mean, we always, kind of looking.
But again, it wasn't that crowded, so there wasn't a place where you have a lot of people around you, which is usually where that happens. But overall, we had a great time.
That's really good. Remember, we did it from here, from Spain to Paris, which is a 2.5 hour flight, or 3 hours. So for us to tell you how much we spent, it wouldn't really make sense because who knows
It's
it all depends on
a lot more affordable from
right
here.
where you're coming from. If you're coming from the States to that's like I said, we chose the travel agency. Maybe you want to consider that because they may be able to get you a good deal. And save you the hassle.
And check, just get prices and then
compare.
do everything on your own separate, like what I did.
Right.
He gave us the price of how much it was gonna be, and then I went on my own and did my research of the same places and tours and everything. It actually came out to be more, right? Remember I told you?
Yeah.
If I would have done it on my own. So
It's just the stress alone and the time that takes. Exactly. I can see her, every time she tries to do it, it's not easy. I mean, and then you're spending quite a chunk of money. You want to make sure it's perfect, that it's right. And when you don't know a country and there's a lot of things you don't know, it puts pressure and stress. So I think it's worth it. I think from now on we're going to continue going back to this particular agency. We had a good experience on the first time, so why not?
well, yeah, we're trying them again for Italy, so we'll let you guys know. Again, I'm gonna do the
Bringing
same
you
thing,
along.
doing the research and see how much it would be if I did it on my own. And we'll see. Again, for Paris, a good time to go is like the off seasons, which is September, October. You'll save money and it's less crowded. The only thing I have to look out for is again like the rain and just be prepared for the cold. But it wasn't too
It was,
bad.
40 degrees for a lot of people, especially if you're in the northern part of the States. 40, it's like almost summer for you guys.
Yeah, 40 for me.
For us, it's a little cold.
I had to buy gloves and everything. So
We might have looked a little ridiculous to some people over there. But hey, places to go that we recommend while there and on your tours will be Versailles, #1. The Eiffel Tower, that's a must-see. Take a tour, at least 1 or 2, depending on how long you're going to be there, but it's worth, especially
and they do free
one.
free tours, and they're amazing. Those free tours
they
are.
did a good job.
Yeah, he did a great job. He gave us
He was
recommendations.
funny. In fact, it was in Spanish because
Yeah.
it was booked from here.
It was they booked it in Spanish, but he gave us like recommendations of the best groups, best places to go eat,
Yeah.
what to do,
And you just
little
give 'em a tip
words
at the
to
end.
say, which we never did anyways, but like how to order your coffee and stuff like that, which we did go into another thing, like the bakery, like to go to an authentic bakery where they bake their breads and their pastries and stuff that's in-house, it has to have the word, and I don't know.
It starts with a B.
It starts with a B.
I'm gonna put it on the screen here.
Ricky will put it down on the screen, but just make sure it has that word, because what that means is that they bake everything fresh in-house.
Daily.
There's daily, so it's nothing that comes, you know, that they bring from the outside. But we went into this bakery. We just, you know, walking around in the little neighborhoods, and we went into this bakery, and she only spoke French. When we managed to like understand each other, like pointing at things, and so that's how we did it. And they were very, and like Ricky said, they were very
nice,
they were very nice. They were not rude or anything like that.
No.
So it was.
I mean,
was a good experience.
that was in Paris, and they're used to tourists. I don't know in other parts of the country, but
But that was amazing. We got eclairs and fresh bread. They slice it for you. Same when we got the, what was it, the sausages.
We also got the macaroons. They were pretty good.
Yeah, those were good too. That was
In another place, yeah.
But you go into those markets, they'll cut things for you. They'll tell you how much you want.
Right. The pastries are,
cheese,
it's France,
you know,
so.
we're like, well, we like soft cheese, or we like sharp cheese, or whatever, and they'll tell you which ones, and they'll let you try some of them.
Give you samples.
And, you know, you can get as much or as little as you want, so that was nice. I like doing those kind of things when we go places.
Right.
That Moulin Rouge, if you go and you plan it, I would get tickets for that, because I heard that's an amazing show.
We drove by it, but we didn't go.
Yeah, they say it's an amazing show.
It looked nice. It looked like Broadway.
If we would have known, we probably would have done
that little section right across the street. I'll let you find out what's across the street from all that. I don't know why would they have to have so many of those there, but for whatever reason. But yeah, we also did a train tour, like one of those street trains. You'll see it on the video, on one of the Paris videos. That was fun. I think it was like $12 each, so not that expensive. Right where we took that train, there was another, that whole section, that's where the art district is. It's a lot to see there. You can do a lot for free. We even went into what was that? I told one of the videos. I'm sorry that I can't remember all the names. A cathedral.
It was old.
Yeah, you walk through it. Yeah, it was.
That was like an old town where Picasso used to paint and stuff.
They all lived there. They said.
Yeah, at one point.
At one point, and it's on a mountain. It's on the hill, so like at the highest part of Paris. Very famous.
Yeah, we went for 6 days.
5 nights, 6 days.
Yeah. That was good.
It was sufficient.
We were able to see pretty much everything.
Yeah.
And that was not, that was like resting too. It wasn't like we were out from 8 to 12 at midnight. Like we actually
2 or 3 of those days we were back at the room like at 8 o'clock.
8 or 9 o'clock we were back.
Because we were walking all day.
We were exhausted from walking and walking and walking. I think,
But it's not like we woke up super early, except for 1 or 2 days because of the tour thing.
My steps were like 30,000 just in one day.
But yeah, folks, that was for now. We just wanted to kind of do a video on that. We will do the same on every trip that we do, because when coming to Europe, the places that we're trying to pick are going to be the popular ones. We've done Paris, like Brenda said, next Italy, and then our great escape is going to take us to wherever. Just like Paris, we just looked at each other just like that, and we said, well, okay, so what we're doing is, and we just went to the agency and boom, did it. Thank you for your support, for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Very important to help us out so we can continue sharing our adventure.
And leave us comments of where which place you want us to go or see, or any questions.
We want to know what's your interest? You know, what are the countries that you dream of going? We feel that we are almost in the majority, because Italy, who doesn't want to go there? Greece, who doesn't want to go there? You know, Paris, Spain. But until the next video, see ya.